Good morning, what is up guys? So Raven here, and we're going to be talking about another fantastic deck, and this one is going to be Inteleon VMAX Lock, the one that you want to item lock your opponent and hit their bench and hit their active 160. It's a fun little deck, and it's one of those decks that, well, I wish I could do a lot more with, but I've kind of hit the wall in terms of like my imagination that I can put for that idea, but I think it's still pretty fun to play and definitely not fun for your opponents. So of course we've got Hydro Snipe at 60 damage, and you bounce back the energy your opponent had on their active Pokemon with the max bullets 160 to an active and 60 to a bench. If you combine it with Omastar with Fossil Bind, which says that your opponent can't play any item cards, that is getting pretty impressive. The only problem is that, well, you have to have less cards than your opponents. Usually it's going to be your one active and an Omastar, no more, no less. Yeah, it's early in the morning, I know. So it's a fun deck, the idea is cool, and like I said down there below, so let's take a look at the card by card here. We got a 3-3 line of Omanyte and of course Omastar, and you will select wait, we need a fossil, but we do not play that because we will be using a turn 1 lab, and this deck is all about getting the lab turn 1. Right, you have to go first, you have to get the lab, set it up, and then evolve into Omastar turn 2, and you're ready to go, because the fastest we can do it, the better. Then we got a line of 3-2, Inteleon V and Inteleon VMAX, and that is it. If you want to play the DNA, if you want to play anything else, you can go with Giovanni's Exile, sure. I figured, you know what, Giovanni's Exile was not really doing that for me. There is a version that what's great with it, but this one was not doing it for me. 4 Crushing Hammers to even more annoy your opponent, 3 Evolution Incenses with 2 Ordinary Rods, 2 Pal Pads to bring, of course, supporters. We've got 4 Quick Balls, so 1 Reset Stamp, 2 Stadium Navs to get the Stadium right. Everything has to go with this Stadium Pokémon Research Lab. 3 Switches, 3 Turbo Patches. We got 3 Pokémon Research Labs with 1 Wondrous Labyrinth. Then we got 2 Boss Orders, 2 Guzma Hala, again, searching energy, searching a stadium, searching a tool, 2 Marnies, 1 Nessa, 1 Opal, 3 researchers, and 2 telescopic sights, because you can hit more onto your opponent's bench, of course, with the max bullet. Then we go to 2 capture energies. Why the capture energy? Because sometimes you do want to set up a second Inteleon, and it does really help. Let me tell you that, it does really help. Or you only have, you know, yeah, like this one is almost like, oh, you know, I want another Inteleon, so that's why we have Capture, 2 Wash Energies, and 4 Water type Energy. That is it, that is a whole deck, and we're gonna move on to the gameplay portion. You'll see one game when this works perfectly, and the second game, and I highly recommend the second game especially, because it shows you that even though you can have the worst start ever, the comeback is real. The comeback was just absolutely amazing. That is worth, you know, a separate video as well. So there are going to be 2 games, right? One when this works perfectly from the get-go, and the second game where everything goes upside down, but with the right minds, with the right knowledge, you can actually pull it off and still have a W, even though the odds are not there for you. So let's move on to the gameplay portion. Let's go. All 3 cards are going to be quite good. So it's all about disruption, all about that. Super annoying. Okay, let's go. Round number 3. Let's go. Especially, you know, if you're like closer to the end of the game and you know they need a specific draw, you just manipulate that. Or at the beginning of the game, if you go first and they don't have, or you know, you go second and you see they don't have anything, you know, that will bring them on. Yeah. Would you like to go first? Yes. Hey, no worries. Like, ask about it. You can ask. No worries. The more you ask, the better. You know. It's all cool. You can ask about the stuff. Really, it's all good. It's all cool. Okay. All right. Now, finally, the deck is getting consistent. We're getting somewhere with this deck, finally. But yeah, like, Chip Chip Ice Axe was and still is the card to play and control decks, right? Just controlling where your opponent draws, especially mid game as well, where you're. Because imagine this situation, right? They have no hand, right? They have like no hand at all, and well, they're gonna be top decking, right? And you're playing Chip Ice Axe, and you just leave energy on top. So whatever they're gonna draw is an energy. It's not gonna help them. They're kind of in a really bad position, and late game you can even manipulate that even more. It's just so much fun, right? Or if you're playing things like Colossal, like they like to have something on top always prepared, just put it down, with APOM. It's all about disruption. It's all about that, and it's super fun. And hey, you see, like now this deck is working better than before, which I am happy about. But like getting to Omastar is still kind of a pain. But yeah, he's not playing anything on the bench, so I can just go for it. I mean, like Axe saw a lot of play before rotation. Kind of like, again, Jesse James, like there were just decks with that. But as the time went on, they kind of got forgotten, unfortunately. Alright, so if this range I'm just going to keep bouncing his energy. I want him to bench something, that's going to be cool. But Rema, you must admit, our game was great, the second one. It was knowledge versus knowledge, and holy moly. But I had a moment, like early on in game 2, I just wanted to cry. I'm like, no. Ooh, boss's order, there we go. And now you're locked. I mean, I feel like this deck needs draws. But I think I like Spine because you can see anything and not just the same meta decks. I mean, technically, yeah. Alright, so you're just gonna keep passing. Alright, or maybe not anymore. And ADP is useless. That's what, that's what's like, yep. But you still, see a lot of with Dragon Energy, right? I mean, the only reason for me to play Expand is to play decks that rotated out that I enjoyed when they were in standard form, so like, So. I mean, like now you're gonna be able to play a Switch. No, like I'm just gonna knock out this one. So yeah, I'm gonna unlock you. So going back to Rayquaza GX. Oh, I enjoyed that deck a lot. And I remember like a common problem with Rayquaza was people were decking out like crazy. Because, they were like just playing it. Acerola, play it. Like, it was so much fun. Like, I did enjoy those. Okay, max bullet. So why does that couldn't work like that in the game 1 and 2? I don't know. Around 1 and 2. By the way, Storm, first mistake that you've done is like going too colored. Like I know I have, but I'm not attacking with this guy. And you know, going with multicolor decks is never like the best idea. When you're beginning, because they're a bit inconsistent. I mean, it's just like you would go to a tournament. You don't know exactly what your opponent's gonna play until you start playing it. I built a 2017 deck, but I want to play it in a kind of what's a good substitute for Hex Maniac. If you want to shut their abilities, Silent Lab, Garbodor, with Garbotoxin, you know, that does that. I mean, there's Moog, but Moog goes only for basics. But we got a lot of people going for Silent Lab. Who goes first? That's decent. Still missing the energy. Alright, got it. So I got 2 Snums. You can't make changes in between games, mate. You have to keep playing the same deck. You can't make changes in between games to your deck. That is against the rules, and that's against the rules of IRL play as well. And every other tournament. Like, you can't make any changes. But even like changing a card, you can't do that. This is no Magic the Gathering where you can side deck. It's literally, you know, that's what it is IRL. You have a deck, that's it, you run for a whole tournament with that one deck. And you see, Rema, I had it. Oh. Man. Rema's such a meanie. You know? He's bullying me. I have a proof of that. Kovac is kicking me out of a house today. Rema is bullying me. Tom is bullying me. Just wow. Thanks, guys. Oh, no, it's all good, mate. It's all good. But hey, I mean, I'm probably gonna play Storm Die next round because I'm losing everything. So yeah. Like, if Rema wins, he's gonna play against whoever wins Ryan versus Tom. So, by whatever reason, Tom is gonna be, you know, Rema is gonna be in the finals. No, I can't get a consistency out of this deck. Like, Dreadnought is beating me. That's embarrassing to even post anywhere. That's embarrassing, to say the least. Well, I mean, I know you want me to post it because you'd be like, you see what I did to that guy? Oh. Like, I know I would like, I would like to someone post that. I mean, my performance is as embarrassing as Tom not using weakness. Hey, gotta talk some smack back to Tom. He knows I love him, but I'm getting cranky. It's not fun at all. Do-do-do-do-do. I'm just gonna delete this deck. Like, after, this tournament, this deck gets deleted. Like, it doesn't deserve to, get any spotlight whatsoever. Anywhere. I'm deleting that nonsense. It's like when Dreadnought is beating you, you just go and like, no. No. I have to stop testing stuff in tournaments. That's painful. I mean, I can only imagine how painful it is to watch. And if I'm gonna draw anything, yeah, paralyze me, great. Cool. Ah, that Marnie turn 1. Peanuts. But I'm gonna play till the very end. Play. Wait. Nessa. Let's go. It did. Hey Gazer, how's it going, my hello? No. No one is above the law. I've done damage! No, if the rule is no swearing, then we do not swear, right? We go with the rules. Because if you can, then what's the point of the rule? Because... you know what I mean. Right? I mean, I'm not giving up. Come on. So close, but so far away, right? Okay, so Rema can't use a switch. So he's searching for twin energy. I'm getting there. I am not giving up on that game. There's no way. That's a boss, okay. So that was the last energy. I'm gonna assume you still have twin energy somewhere, because you're playing at least 4. Okay. Research. Okay. Well, that's where I'm at right now. Two, 1. I can't attack, I know that. All good. Pass. I mean, you're laughing, but the fact that I'm withstanding that long is pure impressive. Like, there's... wow. Just wow. I don't think he has more boss order. I think Rama was playing 2. I don't know his deck list at all. So for me, pass. Not gonna attack. Okay. Pass. I'm hitting 60 to a bench. I mean, this is insane if you ask me what is happening right now. Okay, wait, I gotta count now. So, assuming you have 0 energy, right? You will need 4 here. You will need 2 more here, but you can, with 1 you can do if you play the Nessa. But do you have more Nessa? Because you can paralyze me with that little fella, and if you're gonna paralyze me, I'm like, I'm dead. But if you're gonna, oh wait. Okay, like you have to, Rama, give me a sec. Okay, 15 seconds. Do I attack or not? Go for it. Come on. I knew what you're gonna bring. I knew what you're gonna do, and that's that, man, because you can paralyze me. This is stressful. Like, Jesus Christ, what was that? Okay, so this is going for paralysis. I know. Okay, so he went for 140. Tails, unfortunately. Up to 80. Here. Okay. He doesn't have Nessa. 30 plus for each mon? Dude, I would love that. That would be the best thing ever. There is no Nessa in Rama's hand, in his deck. He's playing 2 Nessas. That's it. I don't believe in more Nessas in this deck. But I also didn't believe that there's an energy, so I'm... Oh, wait. So that's gonna be paralysis. Oh, that's... yeah, that's not cool. Next one's gonna be when Tom is finished with his game and when I'm finished with Rama. Let's control the last energy. Quick math, 140 plus 170. Like, I'm generally going for a calculator right now. 140 plus 170. Plus 170, how much is it? 310. Okay, that's just to stop a clock. Draw last card. It's 10 off. You don't have anything that's gonna like pull it off. No. It's 10 damage off. You don't have a boss. I don't believe, like, there's either a boss or... Let's go. We are both at one price card right now. All in, mate. If that would be a poker, that would be my all-in play. And be like, let's go. It's boss or not. Oh, mate. Like, now I'm realizing what we've done. I'm realizing what we have done. With one price card left, being all price card, like, wow. And I mean, that was a game where I should like cry. Oh. And there you have it. Amazing, amazing, and funny deck. I hope you enjoyed that. If you do, well, or if you did, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos like that. Of course, down there we got a 5% discount code in the description for any good you purchase on Professor Oak and TCG player code and everything around that. But in the meantime, thank you guys so much for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more videos like that. Goodbye, good night, have a fantastic rest of the day. Take care. Bye. And I've hit the microphone. Wow. Bye.